What up? I haven't been live in like ages, it seems. You guys can listen to some music while I'm just making some tea, right? And then we're gonna talk about how you and me, how we can change the world, right?
Riders on the storm, riders on the storm. Into this house we're born, into this world we're thrown, like a dog without a bone and packed around alone. Riders on the storm, there's a killer on the road. His brain is squirming like a toad. Take a long holiday. Let your children play. If you give this man a ride, sweet family will die. Killer on the road. Yeah. Girl, you gotta love your man. Girl, you gotta love your man. Take him by the hand. Make him
What up, yo?
understand. The world on you depends. Our life will never end. Gotta love
Alright, yo. Very important live video today. Gonna be talking about how to change the world. And a lot of people think it's really complicated, right? They overcomplicate the process, and it seems impossible to change because we don't think we have control, right? I just want to check to see how this looks turned sideways. Let me see here. All right, so it doesn't look that bad. All right. So, how do we change the world? Well, first we need to understand something about who we are as individuals, right? As individuals, we are collectively part of an entire infrastructure of energy connected to this insane system that functions the galaxies, functions the universe, and you can't fight it, right? You can't fight your connection to this entire paradigm that we live in. You can only deny yourself the truth of who you are and create your own, create your own world, so to speak. And when you create your own demise, basically, right? You create your own ecosystem with your belief system. What's going on, Tissa? And we tend to find that because we are just humans, we are just people, regular people, that we don't really have any contribution to this universe. We don't have any real contribution to changing the paradigm in which Earth is actually moving right now. All this war, all this inequality, all this poverty and people being hungry. And we think, because we are just us, because we are just who we think we are, we have absolutely no contribution to this thing we call how to change the world. And it's not that you're not unable to change the world and do your part. It's that you don't believe, for one, you don't believe that you have any significance to the process. You don't believe that you have any other purpose than what you're doing right now. And so your purpose is not driven by passion, determination, and belief. Your purpose today is driven by social media, the opinions of other people. And so we allow these things to control who we are. So who we are is defined by other people. And when we allow people to define us, it is defined by their perspective on what they believe the world to be. And so your purpose in who you believe who you are starts to decline, right? And I know millionaires. I know a lot of financially well-off people who are, got a really good life financially. They have all the physical, material things that you'd think would keep them happy, right? But they are some of the most poorest, spiritually inclined people. They have very little concept in which the universe actually works. They just know, they logically understand the process of making money. So it looks like these people are so successful that, wow, they must be spiritually inclined, but they're not. And that should tell you something, in that money can be learned. Money can be mastered. So the mindset aspect of money is stop defining yourself by the opinion of other people and start defining yourself by what you are actually capable of. And what you are capable of is not defined by what somebody says you're capable of, but what you're willing to do. And so what are you willing to do? And if you're not willing to do something, then yeah, you don't really have a significance in this thing we call how to change the world. What's going on, brother? What's going on, press? And we need to raise our frequency. We need to raise our vibrational state from this illusion that we believe to be real. You think you're just built to work a 9-to-5 job? You think that you're just built to share, a music video? Do you think you're built just to be Snapchatting and Instagramming and doing all this stuff all day? I do it because I make money, right? And I use it as a tool to inspire people. But if I wasn't inspiring people, if I wasn't making money, I probably wouldn't be on any of these social platforms, because I understand that they're not real. They are just a fabrication of what we want to be real. You see all these successful people who are living a successful life, but spiritually they are declined. They have absolutely no concept of spirituality, and they don't really understand the universe. They don't understand their purpose in this life. They don't understand that it's not just about making money and teaching people how to make money. There is a whole paradigm that we are not tapping into, and that is your belief in yourself, the belief that you are possible, that you are possible to do anything that you want. And you are never going to find out whether if you have those abilities until you do it, right? And I don't like to hear that word try. I don't like to hear those things, because trying is not really doing it. Trying is just, okay, I'm going to put my shoes on, but I'm not going to walk in them, right? And so that's what, when I hear people say, I'm going to try, or I'm going to give it a shot, great, man. You know, all power to you for giving it a shot. But if you don't do nothing with your life, if you don't do nothing that is going to inspire people, if you don't do nothing other than what you do for yourself, then yeah, you don't really have a purpose-driven life. Your purpose is to serve yourself. And there's nothing wrong with serving yourself. I don't disagree. I don't disagree with people and say, hey, you're selfish and you're just serving yourself. I don't think that people should be forced to want to help people. I don't think people should be forced to want to change the world. But I mean, imagine if all these people that you're connected to all decided they wanted to love each other, all decided that they wanted to communicate with each other, all decided that they wanted to empower and help one another. Instead of sharing, you know, the latest hip hop video or the latest Future track or the latest Drake, you could be sharing some motivational, empowering content, things that can awaken people, but you choose to take the other path. So how do you change the world? It's a choice. The choice is, are you going to share this content or are you going to share this content? And by simply making that choice, the different choice that you normally do, and not worrying about what people think, because I don't give a shit what people think. I honestly don't. I don't give a, my closest friends, my family, I just don't. I don't care about the opinions of other people. That doesn't fuel my motivation to do stuff in my life or in my business or basketball. I'm not fueled by the opinion of people. I use my success in my business, my success as a basketball player, to inspire people and to show that anybody can be more. Anybody's purpose is bigger than themselves. And it's there. It's inside you. But you have to decide and choose to want to be more. You see, we are all designed we're all designed to be these powerful spiritual beings, and we choose not to be. That is the difference between where you are in your life. That is the difference between what you do and currently what you are contributing to this world. It is your choice. And no, you shouldn't be held in contempt for your choices. But it is your job, because you know these things now. You know these things. You have people like me. You have other people who are very spiritually inclined and intelligent, sharing powerful content with you. But it is your choice to turn it off. It is your choice to share it. It is your choice to help somebody. It is your choice to be kind to somebody. It is your choice to share the same type of love as you would to your girlfriend, as you would to the next man, next woman standing next to you. You can share these things, and you could be this beacon, this rod, this tool of God, or whatever you want to call it. You could be those things if you choose to be it. But if you choose not to be it, then your whole purpose on this earth is declining. You will die. Actually, let me put it in layman's terms. If you choose not to be more, then you will be less. And as great as it gets, you will die quicker. So how do you increase your personal individual awareness and become more and have a purpose-driven life? You need to make better choices. And this is your temple, right? This is the temple that fuels everything that you want to do in your life, that fuels the choices that you want to make. So if you're constantly putting cancerous chemicals, products, ingredients, and all these things in your body, what do you think is going to happen eventually? You're probably going to get cancer. If you continuously feeding the fire of negativity in your life, being a hater all the time, talking back behind people's backs, doing these things, what do you think's going to happen to you? Exactly what you're feeding into. There are two wolves inside of you. There's the ego-driven, arrogant, irresponsible, immature, asshole wolf. And then there's the one driven by love, passion, determination, compassion. The wolf that wants to inspire, motivate, and be a better human being. And the one you feed into, the one you feed, the one that you continuously feed with whatever it is you're feeding it, negativity or positivity, that is the one that is going to show all the time, right? And there is a war going on right now. And I'm not talking about the war where people are getting blasted, bombed, and killed. I'm talking about the war right now in this world for your mind. And the war is that you need to break away from this system that is controlling you. I personally am inclining myself, I am empowering myself by breaking away from the things that I am so used to. The things like alcohol, drugs, parties, being in a cluster of parties all the time, being around people who like to party all the time. I finally feel empowered to break away from a lot of these things, even though I was sober, right? And I'm finally finding the strength to say, no, I don't need that. I don't need to go out, right? And I'm not talking bad about people who do it. It's all the power to you. I don't care that you do it. But it's a choice. It's a choice that I choose because I want to change the world. I want to change the world one person at a time, if that so be it, right? And so, because I choose that, guess what? Now my purpose in this world becomes greater. And that is just a choice. That's all it was. And now getting live on Facebook and sharing this content with you is just a choice. So the difference between you and how you can change the world or you can change your life is the difference of one single thing, which is a choice. That's it. It only comes down to your choice. Choices. And you are an incredible, powerful, amazing human being. But you demote yourself. You decline. You don't value yourself how you should be valuing yourself. You value yourself to the state in which you don't think much of yourself. So you keep poisoning yourself with whatever it is you're poisoning yourself. And you're going to continue to do that. I don't know if you want to die early or if you want to live a long life. But whatever it is, you're going to get exactly what you want by the things that you do. And don't be surprised if you're going to continuously feeding yourself cancerous products that you get cancer. If you continuously play with guns, don't be surprised if you get shot. If you continuously pack knives or you have a chip on your shoulder, don't be surprised if what you are projecting comes back at you. If you carry stones in your pocket and you throw them everywhere you go, people are going to start throwing stones back at you. You are a beacon for what like attracts like, is what I'm trying to say. You are a beacon for what you want. And what you want is what you give to other people. So if you want love, give love. If you want to be financially free, give finances. If you want wisdom, then go out and listen to people and share that wisdom with others, and you will get more wisdom from without and within. If you want to be, if you want a greater purpose in this world, then start creating that purpose and choose to want to do more for this world through your actions. We cannot change this world with the same mindset that put it in this place already. And in order to change it, we got to change ourselves first. We got to change ourselves first. We have two sides to our brain. We have the left side and the right side. And these parts of brain, you know, most women, they're right-sided thinkers. They're compassionate spiritual beings naturally, right? And how you know that is by their compassion for children and for people. I mean, some chicks are just evil bitches, you know, some. But the majority of women are right-minded thinkers, and men, we're left-minded thinkers. We're logical, factual, and we think with these things. We need to be balanced. We need to be thinking with both sides of our brain, and we need to master those things, not just what we're so used to and what we're comfortable with. When you become a master in uncomfortable situations, then you will realize that, wow, man, I've come a long way. When you can handle pressure situations, you will see how easy it is to create diamonds out of yourself. And so how do you change the world, man? Start with yourself, you know? This is how you change the world. Start making the choices and decisions to do more for yourself by removing the things that want to control your mind, like the foods that the FDA or Canadian Drug or Food Administration that want to approve and say these things are good for you. The education systems that we send our children into. You need to think a lot more about what you're sending your child into, and you need to think a lot more what you're teaching your child. I teach my son and my daughter all these things. I teach them these things because I want them to be leaders. I want them to be beacons for wisdom, intelligence, and I want my children to, you know, when I pass on, whenever it is, I want my children to continue the legacy of wanting to change this world, because we're not done, you know, and everybody has a part in this, whether you think it or not. You are God's tool. You are God's rod. He or she or whatever it is uses you. And when you allow yourself to become balanced and you make all the necessary sacrifices and choices to empower yourself and grow, God is going to bless you with so much more of what you want in life. And he's going to give, and she or he is going to give it to you, or it is going to give it to you because it needs to reload you. It needs to give you more. And, you know, me, I'm not a believer that there's a singular God out there. I think about and know about the collective consciousness of God, like that God is everything. I don't think of God as some type of singular being or some singular religion. I think religion needs to evolve. I think there's some beautiful concepts in religion, but there are some counterproductive concepts that contradict the beautiful parts. And like religion, and as humans individually, we need to evolve. We need to wake up. We need to stop sleeping. We need to be idle no more, so to speak. So, yeah, that's my video, guys. Share the video. I guarantee it'll wake somebody up. Yeah, I might not be the person that changes the world, but I definitely will do my part in helping to trigger that in somebody else. Peace.